All right, Game 7 tonight. Bulls versus Nets at Brooklyn on the road. Luol Deng is unfortunately still in the hospital, so he will miss Game 7. Kirk Heinrich is, I suppose, 50-50 because he's not too sure if he's going to play in tonight's game. As a matter of fact, he has a quote here. It says, this is a quote from Kirk. He said, "If I feel like there's any way, a chance I could help, I'm going to go out there and give it a go." Now let's just hope that Heinrich does feel good enough to play in this game. If he doesn't, we are without three key players: Derrick Rose, Kirk Heinrich, and Luol Dangerous. Yes, I did say dangerous. I don't know, guys. We are in hostile territory, to say the very least. I mean, what makes it worse of them all is the fact that it's on the road. It's at Brooklyn. You know, if we were at home in Chicago without Rose, Heinrich, and Deng, you know, it could have been slightly better because obviously the fans would be cheering for us and not for Brooklyn, at least not for the most part. But sadly, that's not the case. Now, I'm not trying to bash at this guy by saying this, but I mean, will the youngest and former MVP please stand up for one game? I mean, Derrick Rose, can you please stand up for one game? And that's if Heinrich does not play tonight, you know. Can you please rise and play for one game? I'm sorry, in the most pivotal game of the series. You know, I mean, sure, if it was any game prior to Game 7 and you chose to not play, which you did, I understood that. But in tonight's game, especially if Heinrich does not play and you choose to not play, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to judge a book by its cover, but I mean, if Joakim Noah can play with that, what's it called, plantar fasciitis injury under his foot, laboring up and down the court, I'm sure you can play for one game. I mean, you were cleared to play by the doctors in what was it, February or March? But I'm not sure exactly which month it was, but it's been at least 2 months that you've been cleared physically to play. Now I know that you're not 100% cleared mentally to play, but I know that you have it mentally enough to the point where you could play for one game. You know, I mean, I truly believe that God told Derrick to rise, so Derrick rose. If that makes sense to you guys. So Derrick, I mean, can you please stand up for one game in, again, the most pivotal game of the series? You know, I don't want us to become the 9th team in NBA history to lose a series when being up 3-1. I don't want the Chicago Bulls to be that team. And if you, Rose, don't want it as bad as I don't want it, you would do something about it, bro. And again, I'm not saying that to bash at you whatsoever. I am not saying it to throw dirt at you, man. In all honesty, I'm not. But I know that you have it enough mentally to come out and play for one game. Just so we can, you know, I'm just so anxious for us to play the Heat with or without you. If we do play with you, hey, even better. But if we don't, then hey, you know, look what happened on March 27th. We not only beat them with every player on their team healthy and playing, but we also put an end to their 27-game win streak. Without Rose, Noah, Bellinelli, and Hamilton, 4 of our top 6 best players were out, and we still beat them. So that's why I'm so anxious for us to play them in the second round. So once again, I mean, if Heinrich does not play, and that's an if right there, will the former MVP please stand up? What can I say, guys? Go Bulls. Win or go home.